خلاص يعني هو حضرتك وبعد كده استاذ نهى، فالدنيا بسيطه ان شاء الله. اخبار الامتحان
تمام.
كان ايه؟ تمام؟
رايتنج كان تمام.
كان
تمام.
تمام، هيبان
بس
والسبيكنج
هو
هيبقى تمام.
كان أصعب حاجة يعني هو ده أنا أصعب نوع ما بعرفش أحل فيه عامة يعني.
تمام.
فما
بص عموما،
بعرفش هو بيبقى عايز إيه
ما
بس من
هو
الآخر.
هو السؤال لازم يتحلل، انت فاهمني ازاي؟ بص ايا
هو
كان يعني.
حضرتك هتديني بند
اه
ولا
بالظبط
هتديني
كده،
فيدباك؟
انا لسه هقول لك اهو، انا كده ولا كده ان شاء الله، سواء بالنسبه للسبيكنج سواء بالنسبه للرايتنج. هبعت لحضرتك الفيدباك بالباند سكور، بس بديتيلد فيدباك. يعني هي الفكره ان الفيدباك هيبقى ديتيل، اللي هو ايه نوعيه الميستيكس اللي انت عملتها، خلي بالك من ايه، ما تخلي بالكش من ايه. في السبيكنج
تمام.
نفس الشيء، المشكله كانت فين او الحاجه الكويسه كانت فين. آه، بعد حتى ما ابعت لك الفيدباك ده، لو ستيل في حاجه مش واضحه لك او عايز تسال عليها مثلا مور كويستشنز او حاجه، انا معاك بقى على الواتساب في اي وقت، ما يعني ايه، ابعت لي وانا معاك ان شاء الله. ما تقلقش يعني.
تمام.
تمام
تمام.
بس. are you ready بقى for the speaking test؟
بإذن الله.
ان
إن
شاء
شاء
الله.
الله.
okay great. So Mr. Muhammad, just a moment. All right.
Could you excuse me
So,
for one
Mr.
second?
Muhammad, I would like to start with you in this first part of the test by asking you some questions about yourself. And I would like to start by asking about keeping in contact with people. So, how do you usually contact your friends?
Well, I'm not the type of person that would prefer to keep in contact with many people because I would think of myself as a nearly an introvert. I don't have so many friends, but if I choose the most frequent method that I use to get in contact with my friends, it would be absolutely social media, including all different kinds of websites, including Messenger, website, WhatsApp, or even
Why,
Telegram.
why especially Facebook and WhatsApp? I mean, why especially social media?
Obviously, because it's tremendously popular. It's free. We don't need to pay like traditional phone calls, and I don't know. It seems easier for me to
All
get
right,
in
great.
contact with so
So,
many people.
yes,
Right.
great. So, in your country, did people in the past use the same ways to communicate with others as they do now?
No, definitely not.
What's
As
the
as
difference?
we evolve by time, as we evolve, new means of technology, new means of communication are being invented. First, it was not more than ordinary telegraphs. Then the telephone was invented, which was revolutionary at the time, and people would be able to communicate with each other, with each other's in far distances. Then the invention of the computer also was revolutionary, and it uh, basically changed the way people can get in contact with each other. So I don't think that there is one time that we can decide that the methods of communication would never change or would still the same.
Yeah, all right. So, let's move on now and talk about laughing. What kinds of things make you laugh?
What kind of things make me laugh?
Mhm.
I have to say that I haven't really thought of it until the moment, but comedy movies, I think comedy movies. I'm not into farce comedy. I'm just into uh, light comedy movies like Friends. Friends, for instance, makes me like really laugh.
Yeah. Okay. And another question is, do you like to make other people laugh?
No, I guess not. I'm not into telling jokes or making fun of people because there is a thin line between uh, making fun of people and making people laugh. So
But don't you think that it's important for people to laugh?
It's really important. Laughter is a recreational activity. It separates you from the routine. It separates you from the normal life, normal daily life, and it re-energizes you. You know, like it gives you the ability to continue with whatever you want or whatever you need to do.
Yeah, all right, great. So we are done now with part 1 and we are ready to move to part 2. So in this part of the test, I'm going to share a topic with you. You will have 1 minute to prepare your ideas about this topic. In the real test, they will give you a pencil and a paper to take notes, if you wish.
I have one with me.
So you can take notes. Yes, you can make notes if you wish. After the minute ends, you are going to have 2 minutes to talk about this topic. So I'm not going to ask you. It's just as if you are telling me a story. Okay? So I would like you to describe an idea you had for improving something at work or college. Time for preparation starts now. All right, time is up. Now you have 2 minutes to talk about the topic. Start now, please.
Okay, let me tell you about what I had to improve or what suggestion I had to improve something in my faculty, in my college. So when I was a sophomore, I basically, me and my fellow students or fellow students, yeah, we didn't have any place to meet each other and think like a computer. We didn't have any facilities, different facilities in the faculty, because it was we were the first class. The faculty was new, basically, so we didn't have two things that were crucially important, like very crucial to us. They were the computer lab, because most of our exams and most of our activities would require using computers. And the second place would be the chamber, you can call it a chamber, meeting chamber, to discuss our activities and our ideas. So I had a suggestion that included converting a room that was used to, I don't know, like you can call it a spare room. Nothing was made out of it, and no one used it. It was a spare room that that was full of garbage, basically nothing useful. And I went to the dean and I spoke with him personally, and he seemed to be very cooperative, and he allowed us to
Time is up.
make.
Okay, thank you so much. Time is up.
Okay.
All right, great. So now we are ready to move to part 3. And in this part of the test, I would like to discuss with you some more general questions related to what you've been telling me about the idea to improve something at college. So let's talk now about the topic of ideas and education. Some people think that education should be about memorizing the important ideas of the past. Do you agree or disagree?
I completely disagree, because education, or the system, the system of education really differs from the real life. You know, like nothing that you've been taught, nothing of that you've been taught in ordinary school or in your entire learning journey or education journey would benefit you in the real life. They tell you that you need to memorize things. Basically, you will find out that they will be useless. You won't use them. They tell you that there is only one answer, one correct answer, and in real life you will find out that there are numerous correct answers. They tell you also to work
how can education
but in
how can education help them to do so, to have their own new ideas, or to allow them to learn about the possibilities, I mean?
I'm sorry, could you
Again, education. How can education help students to have their own new ideas or think of different possibilities, not just like one thing?
All right. I believe that there should be basically changes of the education process itself in order to revolutionize the process and improve the process of learning, basically including interactive learning, admission of interacting learning rather than individual learning. It will allow students to express ideas and share ideas, which at the end would be far more beneficial than individual learning.
Okay, so let's talk about ideas in the workplace. Should employers encourage their workers to have new ideas about improving the company?
Well, I would say that to a certain limit, because at the end there should be, or if I talk about the work, there must be an individual decision, like the leader should make or should have the responsibility to take the decision for the team, but there should be more room for freedom or freedom for making suggestion, at least some of which might be beneficial and the other would turn to be useless, basically.
All right, great. So I believe that is the end of the test. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Muhammad. I hope you enjoyed the test, whether the speaking or the writing. Okay.
I did.
Concerning the feedback and the marks, inshallah, within the week, I will send you the detailed feedback for this and for that. But your performance in general suggests that you are at least an upper intermediate candidate. I believe I will just
actually I have recently taken the exam and I got a score of 8, which was surprising to me. I believe that, but in the writing section was not surprising, because I admit that I had some problems in writing. I hope that you will point them out and give me some feedback.
And like what I said, after I send the feedback and you still don't understand something or feel that something is still confusing, let's try to discuss it on WhatsApp, inshallah, until we make everything clear. So don't worry about it.
Will you be available? Can I?
Sure. Yes. Yeah. Sure. Anytime. Don't worry. Yes. The time is that. Sorry. The number. You have the number now, so you can text me anytime about any kind of questions. I will be there. Just excuse me if I reply late or something. It's due to work.
No, it's okay.
But I'm always there.
At least you will answer.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. This is definitely sure. Don't worry about this. I have a problem with replying late because of work, but inshallah you will find me replying to your messages. Don't worry about it, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
You are always welcome. You are always welcome. Nice to meet you, Mr. Muhammad. Hope to see you soon, inshallah. Bismillah. You may leave now. Thank you.